Hi, my name is Amy. Welcome to Client Stories with DNAngels. Imagine thinking you know exactly who you are, your parents, your lineage, your identity, only to find out decades later that your story has a completely unexpected twist. For Denise, it started with a DNA test that turned her world upside down, revealing secrets that were buried deep within her family tree. What followed was a journey through tangled roots, endogamy, and a revelation that changed her life forever. Stay tuned as we dive into a mystery of identity, family, and truth. And don't forget to leave a pink heart in the comments section to support Denise's courageous journey. Denise always believed that her biological father was the man who raised her, a loving and familiar figure in her life. But once she took a DNA test to explore her heritage, the results painted a different picture. Her sister had taken a DNA test years before, and she showed up as Denise's half sister. Instead of the expected family matches and surnames, she found a host of other names that were familiar to her, names that she knew in her family tree. This revelation sparked questions and a relentless search for answers. So Denise turned to us for help unraveling this mystery. At first, her theory seemed clear. James was her biological father. However, as we began to dig into her results, the answer was far more complicated. One of the biggest challenges we faced on this case was the presence of endogamy, which is the intermarriage of families within a close-knit community. So they were born and raised in a small town in North Carolina. And a lot of the same families lived there for generations, intermarrying within these three groups of families. So the DNA matches were tangled together. These intertwined relationships created a DNA overlaps that skewed the results, making it a little more difficult to process the precise connection she had with her matches. The pieces of the puzzle did slowly start coming together, and as we mapped Denise's DNA matches, one name began to stand out, and it wasn't Paul. It was Paul's father, Paul Sr. Could Denise be Paul Sr.'s granddaughter through his son, or his biological daughter? We were able to use Banyan DNA, which is a great resource, especially for cases of endogamy, and it overwhelmingly pointed right at Paul Sr. with a 98% certainty that he was her biological father and not who Denise originally assumed. Paul Jr. was her biological father. And this news was very difficult for her to process, as Paul's family was not just a name on a family tree, but it was one she knew. He was someone she'd met. Growing up, their families had spent a lot of time together. She had known him as a good friend of the family. He'd even visited her home many times growing up. Paul Sr.'s relationship with Denise's mother was hidden in plain sight. They were close enough friends for him to visit often, but nobody would have suspected that they were having an affair. He likely never knew that she was his biological daughter, and Denise's father may have never known as well. Sadly, both of her parents have passed away, so she was unable to get answers to all of the questions that she has after discovering that who she thought was her biological father was not. The story was not without complications. Denise now had to navigate what this meant for her identity, her relationship with her family, and the potential for new connections. And with the help of our team, we were able to give her the information she needed to reach out to her biological half siblings and other new found relatives. The news was shocking, of course, but Denise was able to form a bond with her half siblings. Denise's journey is far from over. She's currently in the process of making connections with her biological family, her extended family, and learning more about her biological roots and coming to terms with the profound shift in identity. This is a story of resilience, and finding truth amid confusion, and discovering that family is just as much about connection as it is biology. Denise's story reminds us of the power of DNA to uncover truths that we never expected, and the courage it takes to face those truths. As she continues to build relationships with her newfound family and honor the memory of her parents who raised her, she's writing a new chapter in her life and in her story. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to leave a pink heart in the comments section to show your support as Denise navigates this journey. Let's celebrate her strength and the incredible work it takes to piece together a life worth of questions into a picture of belonging. Thank you for watching.